as we're walking through the book of Mark, sometimes you wonder, like, what's wrong with these disciples that they're not seeing who this is? I mean, given their understanding of the Old Testament and everything that's unfolding before them, that they're witnessing him do, you'd think that they would have gotten it much earlier than chapter 8. But this is a reminder to us that it is the Father that reveals the Son. See, the Father reveals the Son, and the Son reveals the Father. You can't know the Father until you know the Son, but you can't know the Son unless the Father draws you to the Son. And this is what we see unfolding. Remember, Jesus asks the disciples, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter speaks on behalf of the 12, and he says that you're the Son of God, you are the Messiah. And Jesus is elated, and he says it is the Father that revealed that to you. It's not flesh and blood. It can't happen that way. There's this repeated, ongoing ignorance and misunderstanding of the disciples until the Father steps in and opens up their eyes. We see this again in the transfiguration in the mountain, when the cloud, it comes and overtakes them, and out of that cloud their Father reveals, he's not talking to Jesus this time like he was the first time during Jesus' baptism, but this time he's talking directly to the disciples, and he says to them, "This is my Son." It's exactly who this is. I'm telling you who this is, and I am commanding that you listen to him. And as the disciples listen and follow and look to Jesus Christ, they will see the Father. This is what Jesus tells them later on. If you've seen me, you've seen the Father. And so the Father reveals the Son reveals the Father. Okay, and then as soon as the Father reveals the Son, we also know there's this indwelling of the Holy Spirit. So we have to notice that there's a point of humility for us Christians. The last thing we can be is self-righteous. Because if we're Christians, if we see the beauty of Jesus Christ, if we see him for who he is, that's grace. Pure, absolute grace. The disciples didn't create this vision for themselves. It wasn't of their doing. It was a divine revelation to them. And so while this keeps us humble, those of us who are Christian, it should also keep us in constant, unending prayer for those who have yet been able to see. Certainly we need to witness to them. Certainly we need to speak truth in their lives. Certainly we need to continue to invite them to church. But all of that, all of our efforts must be saturated in constant, consistent, ongoing prayer. So this is an encouraging thing for us to continue to pray, to continue to saturate those that we love in prayer, that they will be able to see, and to also remember that we see and they don't, not because we're better than them, not because of anything that we've done, but because of the grace of God. And so we beg God, plead with God, please show them the truth.